So with that, I like to invite an Australian friend of mine up on stage, Mr. Stephen Pech from Telstra, to come and talk to us about a very exciting and transformational opportunity in Australia. Welcome, Stephen. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Thomas. Thank you.
So I lived in the Southern Hemisphere for a few years, and one of the things I dreaded was those long flights to the US. How do you feel after your flight?
Oh, well, I'm definitely feeling a little bit of jet lag, but it's great to be here regardless and spend some time with guys like you and these guys in the audience.
Good. Well, welcome. So for those of you that haven't been to Australia or don't know Telstra, you're very uninformed. That's very rude of me to say, because what I want to tell you is this is the market-leading telco in Australia. And one little interesting point around the Australian SMB market, there's around about 1.4 million SMB entities in Australia, of which you have around about 1 million of those in your portfolio as active customers, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's actually incredible. Now, so tell us a little bit about what you started 2 years ago, the T-Suite. What's happening with that?
Okay, so we started the Microsoft Online Services component of T-Suite about 2 years ago. And in those 2 years, we've signed up 650 partners to be part of that program. And those partners have come from the community like yourselves and also from the Telstra partner community. Those partners have access to be able to sell T-Suite, which is basically an online marketplace of software as a service or cloud business applications, of which Office 365 is one.
Yeah.
And partners can use those technologies to provide either a point solution or a more complex full offer to their customers.
Fantastic. It sounds awesome. So 650 partners. When I was actually in Sydney over Christmas, so when I think about that, you got a population around about 20 million, right?
Yes, Australia's 20 million people, or 22. It's about the population of Southern California, and the land mass is about the size of the continental USA. So if you're interested in coming and visit, we've got more than enough space to accommodate you.
That's what I call an offer. Yeah. So, when I think about this and when I think back 2 years ago, the cloud was still in the early phase. What made Telstra think that this was one of the most exciting things to invest in?
Well, the first thing is all of the things that you've presented today and that we've been presenting over the last few days. There's the ability for us to create really quality business applications for our customers, and that's something that we're always interested in. We're in the business of providing quality business solutions for our customers, whether they be networks or obviously cloud solutions. There's also a direct synergy between what Telstra does on a network perspective. So we provide the network, and the cloud provides the applications that drive the use of that network. So there's a direct synergy there. And it's actually so strategic to Telstra that we've recently announced an $800 million investment in cloud platforms and cloud solutions. And that was only in the last couple of months while our CEOs announced that. So that's why it's of value to Telstra. Why it's of value to partners is that we see an enormous value for partners to get access to the SMB relationship that Telstra has got, a very strong SMB relationship. And partners can take advantage of that. Also, it's interesting to note that involvement of Telstra and involvement of a syndicator actually makes the pie bigger.
Yeah.
So the pie is bigger because of our brand and the trust that is held within Telstra in the marketplace.
Okay. Well, it sounds like a great opportunity. It sounds like it's been easy work. Has it been that easy all along? I mean, I'm sure there's been some challenges across.
Absolutely. Well, there's always, with a program this big, there's always going to be some challenges. So the ones that particularly align themselves to partners that we've been able to learn from and overcome are the fact that we made a big investment in partner managers. Partner managers are there to be able to support our partners and help them make the next step in the cloud. And the feedback that we get from the market is that that's been extremely well received.
Yeah.
Something else that came up is if we're selling direct to customers, which customers are very interested in hearing about it from us, and partners are selling direct, we want to make sure that there's no conflict between those two channels. And the way that we've overcome that is any sales that we find, opportunities that we find in a direct mechanism, we're giving to partners to be able to implement. And obviously, you're the trusted advisors. You're the smart, the connected people with what our customers need. So that's worked really well. It's not only given partners confidence, but it's also helped provide opportunities to get some partners growing.
Fantastic. So to me, it sounds like you made great progress. So I know that in this audience, in this room here, there's lots of solution partners, MSPs that might be interested in working with syndication partners in whatever country that they're from. What advice would you give to them if you think about how they potentially could go and market themselves together with syndication partners?
Well, I think there's a great opportunity there. Obviously, our partners say this to us, but I think all around the world it's the same. I think that the sum, so the whole is more than the sum of its parts.
Yeah.
And then we actually, like I said before, we help grow the market, we support you, and we also give you access to a whole group of customers that you might not have had by yourselves.
Fantastic. Well, so with that, I think it sounds to me like a great opportunity. I hope that there are some Australian solution providers, MSPs here, that will help us, Steve and Telstra, in making the 650, 1,000 very soon, and more than that. But a great opportunity in Australia, and a great opportunity for you to partner with syndicators and to drive opportunity into the SMB field. Good to see you. Thanks for coming, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you.